Hey guys, Daniel here, and this lighting makes my skin look super duper red for some reason. Anyway, just wanted to give you guys a quick case for walk-ins for lead generation for SMMA. And I know what you guys are all going to be saying, like, walk-ins are dumb, you should cold call, and it's so much faster, do LinkedIn, do Facebook, you know, all that stuff. And all that stuff's great, really is. But as your first step, I think that walk-ins, like going to a business and walking in, introducing yourself, should probably be the first thing you should consider doing as you start your SMMA for lead generation. And here's why. Now, you know, the common objections are always like, oh, you got to travel, it takes a long time, you know, it's inconvenient, you know, all those things. But when you're first starting out, you know, with this business, you have all the time in the world. You know, I mean, that's not necessarily true, but you know, I mean, you have nothing to do. You have no clients. You have no leads. You know, nothing you can really do with it. So you got to get some leads. So the first thing I think you should go before you do anything else. You should walk into some businesses and try to get leads that way. And here's why. Now, the first thing is when you walk into a business, you're going to be for sure to meet the business owner or not. Guaranteed. You will know for sure if they're there, or you at least find out who they are. You'll meet all the people. This is your first attempt, right? Second thing is when you're going to actually meet the business owner, and you can pitch them. You know, get to know them. They can see you're real. They can see you're a real person. You're not some shady, you know, guy from Iran or something like that hitting up their email inbox trying to sell them gold, right? So you can do that, and the reason is because your conversion will be so much higher. You know, even if you're not very good at selling, they're gonna at least consider you because you've showed up at their business, you know, taken the courtesy, because it's very rare that anybody does that in this day and age. The second thing is because you're so new, you really have no experience, and you really don't know, you know, what the common objections are going to be. You don't know how people react when you say certain things. You don't know how to necessarily message your pitch yet and how to structure it and convince businesses to, you know, give you a call, a strategy session, you know, whatever. So when you go physically to a business, all this will get fleshed out almost instantly. You know, you'll know instantly. You can't do that over the phone or email or LinkedIn. There's just no human contact. So like once you are there, you can develop your message and figure out, you know, what you have to say to get the right results, get the people to respond how you want them to respond. And then after you figured out what works and what doesn't work, you can then take the same message and bring it to the phones, the LinkedIn, the DMs, you know, the Facebook groups, whatever it is, and then sell on there. But to start, I mean, the biggest, like, you know, they think, oh, you can't scale going to see people, and because it takes too long. Well, when you got no clients, that's the last thing you need to be worrying about. All you need is, you know, one client. I mean, you can have a 6-figure agency with 3 or 4 clients. That's the cool thing about SMAs. You just don't need a lot of business to be successful. I mean, you know, 4 clients with 2,000 plus retainers, that's easily 8,500 a month or 6 figures a year. I mean, easily. So you only need to get a few clients. And when you walk in, I mean, your conversions will be astronomically higher than if you were to just call the businesses. Yeah, so I mean, that's what I think. I think that you should definitely, as a beginner, knowing nothing, walking in to businesses and really experiencing it for yourself and getting the feel should be your first and top priority as a new person. I mean, I've done it to great success. Is how I got my first client. I went to their office and talked to them actually multiple times. I think 4 or 5 times before they finally converted, but it worked. You know, I didn't have any clients, and I signed them for $1,000 a month, and it's because I walked in. I did call them a couple times, but it was because I just had that human contact, and I figured out exactly what they needed and what they wanted face to face, person to person. And that's how I did it. And then I have that message now, and I know what people want. And I can now take that to the cold calls and the email, the cold emails, and the LinkedIn, and every other form of lead generation you've got. So there you guys that go. I think that that's the way you should do it as a new person. You know, even maybe as an experienced person, if you want to hone your craft, that might be a good way to test it. So there's just my 2 cents. If you liked it, hit the like button. And if you want more content like this, more insight, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Comment below what you think, and see you guys in the next episode. See ya.